where the wings of an Air India and an IndiGo flight collided during taxiing. This took place at the Mumbai Airport. Fortunately, all passengers are safe and the flights have been grounded. The Air India flight from Mumbai to Coimbatore, which was pushing back for the flight, while the IndiGo Hyderabad to Mumbai flight, which was taxiing after its flight, they were passing by each other when, as you can see in those visuals on your screen, their wingtips collided with each other. Now, Air India and IndiGo say the aircraft have been grounded for further technical checks. All passengers were safely disembarked and the alternate arrangements are being made. Officers from the Mumbai DGCA have also reached the site when it comes to investigating this entire incident. But you can see those visuals on your screen. These two flights, one was taxiing out to take off, one was taxiing in after completing its flight. And the wingtips of both these planes, one an Air India flight and one an IndiGo flight, crashed with each other, damaging the wingtips. Now, both these flights have been grounded. All the passengers have been disembarked, and now the technical checks are underway for both the aircraft. I'm joined by my colleague Anvit Srivastav on the broadcast. So, Anvit, this is a huge scare that's coming in. Thankfully, it's only the tips of the wings, but this could have been much worse than what has happened on the runway of the Mumbai Airport. What more can you tell us as the DGCA officials are on the ground?
This incident took place around 7 p.m. what we are being told, and this happened while the Air India flight was pushing back and was to fly to Coimbatore. There were passengers in the flight, while at the same time, an IndiGo flight 791 that had arrived from Hyderabad was taxiing to parking bay. And at the time when the Air India flight was just pushing back and IndiGo flight was taxiing towards parking bay, this incident took place. Both the aircraft's wings, they collided. And with that jolt that the passengers felt, the flight was stalled, both the aircraft were stalled, and then technical teams arrived at the spot. And we have been told that the aircraft have both been grounded, while for the Air India flight, that was to fly to Coimbatore, and alternate aircraft is being arranged for the passengers. We have been told that the IndiGo aircraft has also been grounded for detailed inspection. Now, both DGCA officials are also there. There are officials from the Mumbai Airport Authority as well, and also the airline officials on the ground, and they are looking into the technical aspects of how much damage has been caused and actually why did this happen. So accountability certainly be said, because DGCA is now inquiring the matter, and simultaneously we have been told by officers it looks like it was some confusion between the ground controllers who handle the flight once it touches down, and controls of the aircraft move from air traffic control to ground control. So ground controllers will be questioned in this regard, and the pilots will also be asked as to what was the command being given to them. Why did the two planes collide?
Right. And Anvit, at the same time, clearly, can we expect some punitive action also come in, given the fact that this kind of grave safety threat has taken place on the runway of the Mumbai Airport? Because this is something that's very worrying if two major carriers, IndiGo and Air India, if their flights are coordinating, one after taking off and one while landing, and this kind of an incident takes place. What kind of punitive action can we see against the air traffic controllers? As you're pointing out, this was a lack of coordination between the staff on the ground as well as the air traffic controllers.
Certainly, and this incident, because it happened on ground, so magnitude-wise it was not probably that fatal. But certainly, if you see carelessness-wise, certainly major loss will be both the airlines financially, because the aircraft have been damaged and that will require repair, and also the passengers. Both the flights had passengers in it, and it could have been a major incident if not only the wings but the aircraft had collided. So that certainly is something that needs to be looked into, because it is a serious incident, and the DGCA will also inquire this officially, and this will be sent eventually to AIB, and the detailed report will be published on this as well. But it will certainly take time. Meanwhile, all the stakeholders, including airline as well as the pilots and the ATC and ground controlling, will be questioned by DGCA and teams of AIB, and detailed report will come out of this.
You tell us about the passengers. No scrapes, everyone was safe right after this collision took place. What can you tell us about the state of the passengers? It seems now all of them were safely disembarked and now new travel arrangements are being arranged.
Yeah, certainly, Ayushman. All the passengers have been marked safe. It wasn't, accident-wise, it wasn't that big, but certainly a big carelessness at part of whether ground controllers or be it the pilot or the people from the staff from the airline that was on ground. But passenger-wise, all passengers have been marked safe. The passengers in the Air India flight who had to fly to Coimbatore, they have been arranged an alternative flight and they'll be sent to their destinations. While the Hyderabad flight that has come landed at Mumbai Airport, that aircraft will require grounding, and after detailed technical inspections only, and when the repair is done and flight aircraft is rectified, only then it will be brought back into service what the airline is saying.
Right. Thank you, Anvit, for getting us that update. So this is the big development that's coming in from the Mumbai airport. The wings of an Air India and an IndiGo flight collided during taxiing at the Mumbai airport. Fortunately, as my colleague Anvit was pointing out, all passengers are safe. They have been disembarked and the flights have been grounded. The clash took place between the Air India flight from Mumbai to Coimbatore, which was pushing back for the flight, while the IndiGo Hyderabad to Mumbai flight was taxiing in after its flight times. As you can see, both the flights were going by each other on the runway, and that's where their wingtips collided. The wingtips have been damaged, and now technical checks are currently underway. Air India and IndiGo say their aircraft have been grounded for further technical checks. All passengers were safely disembarked and alternate arrangements are being made. Officers from the Mumbai DGCA office have also reached the site for further investigations. We will continue to track all those developments coming in.